Armchairing with Bruce Maro on the One Podcast Network.
What's up, everybody? This is your host, Bruce Maro. I'm back. Yes, thankfully, I still have the show. It's been about 2 weeks since I was in here, but I'm back. While not here, we had a couple weeks of NFL. NBA season is in full action. Excited about the NBA, watching some basketball, and excited about seeing new generation of players. And one of those players is Wemby. And a lot of people said after a couple of his games that he's the new face of the NBA. Is he the new face of the NBA? Is he gonna be the GOAT? A lot of people are gonna say. I saw Perkins said in a couple of years, it's going to be 3 people in the GOAT debate. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Wembanyama. So we'll see about that. That's one of the topics. We also wanted to talk a little bit about gambling. I don't know anything about gambling. I have never gambled. I know people in my family have gambled. But a couple of weeks ago, there was a scandal. Well, is it a scandal? There was a scandal about NBA players gambling. I don't know why it's a scandal, but we talk about that. Gambling in the NBA. Is it gonna go away? Is it here to stay? For some reason, I think that's not surprising, and I don't think it's gonna go away anytime soon. NFL, couple weeks of the NFL, we have seen some teams fall down, some teams trying to survive, and it's coming along. So there's still some teams are still in it, but some teams are fading. We'll recap those games. Couple of seasons ago, a couple years ago, there was this talk about this phenomenon from France. Victor Wembanyama, le joueur français, the French player. He came and visited some US arena, watched some games, and saw him standing next to Gobert. Gobert is really tall, and he's really taller than Gobert, really taller than LeBron. So, got hurt last season. And this season, he started really well with his team. San Antonio Spurs changed coaches. Now there's a new coach. No more Popovich, no more cringy interviews early second quarter. Or halftime, he got sick, maybe got us some stroke. Now he's a new coach. So I think the Spurs have not lost yet. They're like 4-0 and going for 5-0. Maybe I don't think it's tonight because I don't see the games there. So Wembanyama had a couple games that he was phenomenal. He was KD. Shooting like KD, doing crossover, doing like some Olajuwon. Some people say shot. I didn't see any shot, but he was phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. He looked great. And San Antonio dominated teams that were supposed to be in contention. But some people chose those teams to win the NBA championship. They dominated the Pacers This is where it's gonna be bad. They won by 29 points. Twice they played in the preseason, but I said, this is the preseason, whatever. But the first game against the Mavericks, he was going hard against AD. And there was a step back he did, and then AD fouled him, and I was like, wow, AD cannot stop up there. AD is very good defensively. And they won. It was Mavericks. They're missing Kyrie, but Mavericks should win. You have AD, you have Clay. Well, used to be Clay. I'm sorry, Clay the Stallion. And they have D'Lo. I don't think he's that good, but he's okay. So they won comfortably. Oh my God, comfortably by 33 points. They destroyed Dallas at Dallas. Oh yeah, Cooper Flag. And they went to the Pelicans and they won by 4 points. Zion. We're going to talk about him in a few seconds. One who they said there was going to be the face of the league, but maybe the face of a restaurant or eatery. But he's better. He's slimmer. He's slimmer this season for more. The Nets, terrible team. They only won by 11. They played the Raptors, supposedly better team, but they won by 18. So after those 4 games, I've seen, like I said, some people say Wemby is gonna be the MVP. He might win. He's gonna be the MVP of this season. He's gonna be defensive player of this season. He's going to be most improved player. I'm like, wow, everything. He's going to be the next face of the league. To me, to be the face of the league, there are certain requirements that you have to meet. To be the face of the league, you have, to me, you have to show dominance and you have to have high-level talent. So the first 4 games, and before he got injured last season, he could have won Defensive Player of the Year, and he showed some dominance. Okay, he has high-level talent. Yeah, he has high-level. Check. For Wembanyama. Championships. I mean, do you need to win championship to be the first of the league? To me, yes. Or you have to go to the finals at least to win, to be defensive, to be the face of the league. Awards. You have to win awards. I think he won Rookie of the Year. I don't think he won anything else. He hasn't won anything yet. Longevity. Longevity is something that some people claim is so important because it makes you the GOAT. Some people say that about certain players. But you have to stay healthy to be the face of the league to me. You cannot be hurt all the time. That's why Kawhi can never be the face of the league. He had dominance, high-level talent, championships, awards, Defensive Player of the Year, a couple times, Finals MVP. But longevity always hurt. You have to maintain a high level of performance and presence for many years. It's too early for Wembanyama to be the face of the league today. Spectacle. You have to create unique and memorable on-court highlights that are widely discussed and shared. Wembanyama hasn't created anything yet to be spectacle. In the NBA, it's in the playoff. You do something that a spectacle people are gonna remember. And off the court, you have to be more credible. If you're not more credible, you cannot be the face of the league. That's why I go back to Kawhi. He has lack of charisma. Cannot be the face of the league. Cannot be the face of the league. And Wembanyama could be the face of the league because he's tall. globally, people, I mean, French market gonna know them. So you have to be marketable. And it's kind of funny. I saw his post game where a French reporter was asking him a question in French, and his teammate was sitting next to him and said, "Hey, you got it." And his teammate does not speak French. I think that was funny. So I think Wembanyama is marketable. So that's a check. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. You have to have a social omnipresence. You have to be seen and discussed in many media platforms. Wembanyama is starting to be very discussed everywhere. So he's on his way. Is not there yet. Compelling narrative. There's a story about the player, their background and journey. I've seen so many players, they talk about their background and journey. Anthony Edwards, all those people. I'm going to mention Anthony Edwards. I'm going to talk about Anthony Edwards in a few seconds. Charisma. That's what I was saying. That's part of the marketability. And you have to be relatable to the fans. And you have to be marketable to a wide audience. It's not in San Antonio only, but in other places. He has an advantage because Europe can embrace him because he speaks French. And you can bring French speaking countries to you. So those are all those things that I think should make you the face of the league. So if we look back in the past, who were the face of the league? Or people they try to be face of the leagues, and nobody cared, nobody thought they were the face of the league. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson were face of the league. Why? Because there's the race issue, white, black. Larry Bird was not like a showing a lot of charisma, but the way he was showing charisma, it was through his trash talking, when he trash talk players to the media. And Larry Bird was marketable. Why? Because of his race. He was the best white player in the NBA at the time. And he was going against the best black player in the NBA at the time. Magic. Championship. They both won championships. Awards. One with Larry Bird was winning three MVPs in a row. Magic was winning MVPs. And spectacle. Still my bird. The DJ gets it in. Magic. Come on. Spectacle. Okay. Social omnipresence. I mean, Magic was very present, and you know what happened. Background and journey. We know that Magic came from Michigan. All the stories about his father, job, mother, Larry Bird from Indiana, all those things. So dominance and high-level talent. So we saw all those things with those guys. And that was the 80s. Isaiah Thomas was not the face of the league because he had charisma. I don't think he dominated. Probably dominated a few games, but I don't think he dominated years. All the other players dominated. And I don't think Isaiah Thomas was marketable because of the bad boys. He was marketable in Detroit, but he was not marketable other places. Michael Jordan, face of the league. Check mark for all those points that I said. Dominance in high-level talent, championships, 6. Awards, 5 MVPs, longevity, maintenance a high level of performance and presence, many years. Spectacle. He's Jordan for 3. Yes. I remember as a kid, in another country, I was listening to Marv Albert. In another country, I barely spoke English. But I understood when Marv Albert said, yes, he's all over the Chicago Bull. Yeah. Marketability. Sometimes I dream. Social omnipresence, compelling narrative, charisma. Face of the league. Kobe Bryant. Face of the league. He stopped for a few years to be face of the league because of what happened to him, but he was face of the league. Because he was so likable, so fierce, shot. You need to have some kind of something to pull people to watch you. A lot of people hate LeBron James, but that's pulling people to watch him. That's why he's face of the league. And he had dominance in a level talent. Championships, awards, face of the league. Stephen Curry, face of the league. James Harden cannot be face of the league. Too many failures. Kawhi cannot barely talk. Cannot be face of the league. Has almost everything except barely play. And cannot end those load management thing hanging on him. And he's not talking. And now those guys are old. Steph Curry and LeBron James. Wembanyama, they're looking, NBA is looking, the NBA community is looking for a face of the league. And they have said 7 people, I think, could be face of the league. But among those 7 people, I think Wembanyama has the best chance to be the face of the league. The face of the NBA. I don't think Wembanyama is still the face. I'm sorry. I don't think Wembanyama is the face of the NBA now because Steph Curry and LeBron James are still performing, even though LeBron James has yet to play this season. But until those guys retire, or until their level of playing goes down, I don't think Wembanyama is the face of the NBA. If Wembanyama wins the NBA championship this season, I think he can be the face of the NBA. It depends on the way he wins it. If he wins NBA MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved Player, NBA Finals MVP, NBA All-Star, whatever. Hey, he's the face of the NBA. I'll give him that. But I don't know if it's going to happen. But there are other players that can challenge him to be the face of the NBA, but I don't think they can or they want to challenge him. Because some of them don't want to be the face in the NBA. For years, they say Luka Doncic. 4 years. Some people want Luka to be the face in the NBA because they want a white guy to be the face in the NBA. Yes, I said it. They want a white Caucasian person to be the face in the NBA. I don't mind if he's the face in the NBA. I don't have colorism, or I'm not racist. But Luka has yet to have a championship. Went to the finals, lost. Went to conference finals twice. 1-1. lost weight this season, sidelined for a few weeks this year, started really well. Had a good game against Minnesota. And Luka could win. If Luka isn't playing for the Lakers. Lakers is like the most popular team of the NBA. If Luka win the NBA championship with Lakers, he could be the first of the NBA because he has charisma. He has all those other things. He just don't have a lot of awards or championship. Anthony Edwards, he said he does not want to be the first in the NBA. He has charisma, crazy. People calling him the next Jordan, whatever. I think he needs to be more serious and stuff when he's dealing with situations and develop more of his IQ. He can be the first of the NBA if he wins and he plays better. But I don't know if he wants to be the first of the NBA. He can be the first NBA because he has everything: charisma, flair, spectacle. You know, could be. Cooper Fly, the guy who replaced Doncic, Luka in Dallas. I don't know about Luka Fly. I don't know if he's gonna be like the best player on the team or second. I think he could be the second best player on the team. I don't know if he's gonna be number one. I don't think he's a point guard. They put him at a point guard. I don't think that's a disservice. And playing in Dallas, I don't know if it's gonna help him. So another Caucasian guy, they want to be the face of the NBA. I don't think he can. If he is, good for him. Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum has everything, but he's not charismatic at all. He's not charismatic at all. He's broccoli. He's Brussels sprouts. Just blend. He's only like 26, 27. 26, 27. Already won a championship. Went to the finals twice already. Bunch of conference finals. Sorry. Bench in the Olympics. Besides playing in Boston, a lot of people, if they have a game between Anthony Edwards or Luka Doncic and Tatum, which one I would choose? The last person I would choose. Wait, the last person I would choose? The last person I would choose is Tatum. He's boring. I'm sorry. He's going to have a great resume. He's going to be the face of the Celtics, but the face of the NBA now. Ja Morant, for some years, couple of years season, I thought he was going to be the next great superstar of the NBA. And then he started Call of Duty. Call of Duty. I was reading an article on The Athletic where he said he doesn't want to be the face of the NBA because there's a lot that comes with that. I don't think he can be the first NBA and playing in Memphis. Memphis is horrible. Yeah. So, hello, Mr. Thomas. My glasses are here. I haven't worn them tonight, but my glasses are here. I've been wearing them all day. I've been wearing not these glasses, other glasses, another glasses that I wear for work, to protect my eye against the blue. What is it called? The light that comes from the computer, blue light. So I got tired of wearing glasses today, so that's why I'm not wearing glasses. But my glasses are here. See? Glasses are here. But thank you for coming, for being here. Sorry, I have a cold. That's why I'm coughing a lot. Ja Morant doesn't want to be the face of the NBA. Suspended twice. Zion Williamson. Woo! I saw when New Orleans picked Zion Williamson, how excited he was, how excited everybody was for him to play. And then all of a sudden, all those Zion hooplas are dead. Nobody cares about Zion because he always gets hurt. He hasn't performed in the playoff. This season, he has to show up. He's going to show up because if he doesn't show up or he doesn't play, he's not going to get the money as part of his contract. And they added Jordan Poole on the team. Man, the cough is killing me. They added Jordan Poole on the team. Looney already got hurt. They are 0-3, I think. 0-3. They're last in the Western Conference. Well, it's only 3-4 games. They're already last. So I don't think Zion is going to be the first. And too many. Hey, I'm not going to judge the guy, man. Too many crazy things off the court. So off the court, you have to be more credible. I haven't seen a Zion commercial in a while. We used to see a lot of Zion commercials. If you don't see a lot of commercial of somebody, they're not more credible. I haven't seen Zion commercial. I've seen Luka commercial, Wembanyama commercials, Cooper Flag commercial. I think I've seen one. I'm not saying local commercial. I'm taking national. Anthony Edwards, I've seen commercial. Luka, Wembanyama, Cooper Flag, Tatum, I've seen his commercial. I haven't seen Ja Morant and Zion commercial. So yeah. So I think Zion needs to go to another city. I don't think New Orleans is good for him. If he goes to New York, but he needs to stay healthy for him to be the first in the NBA. I don't think he's gonna be the first in the NBA. I'm sorry. I don't see anybody else who can be the first of the NBA besides those 7 people. That kid from Philly, VJ Income, if he continue to play like that, it could be special, but I don't know. We'll see. So is Wembanyama the first of the NBA? No. Is he on his way to be the first NBA? Yes. He has the most chance to be the first NBA after Steph Curry and LeBron James retire. Because I don't see anybody else. But to his disadvantage is in San Antonio. I don't think anybody in San Antonio is gonna be the first in the NBA. I mean, Tim Duncan was winning championship, and nobody cares about Tim Duncan. If you are a basketball lover, if you know basketball, you know about Tim Duncan. But people cared more about Shaq and Kobe than Tim Duncan. People care more about LeBron James than Tim Duncan. People cared more about Steph Curry than Tim Duncan. Even when Tim Duncan was winning up against those people. So, good luck to Wembanyama. You could be the face of the NBA. I hope you don't gamble. You don't gamble because that's been going on the last few weeks. So I was going to work, and then all of a sudden I see an article: Chauncey Billups arrested. I was like, what? What happened? Terry Rozier arrested. I was like, what? I was like, oh yeah, I keep hearing about Terry Rozier for a couple of years. Season, he's been having issues, whatever. I'm like, I'm not surprised about that. Damian Jones arrested. I'm like, Damian Jones? Who's Damian Jones? I forgot about this guy. I knew he played for Miami, and then he went to play with Cleveland. I knew he was like I shouldn't say that about another man. Should I say that? I knew he was the lapdog of LeBron. Oh, I'm sorry if I said. I'm sorry if I said the lapdog, the Colchester of LeBron. Because I saw him on the sideline getting LeBron drinks and stuff. So, 30 people were arrested. And why they name only those 3 guys? Why? Why they name only those 3 guys? I'm gonna tell you. I haven't read all of those stuff because there's too many things. But I remember a couple years ago, in like May and 2018, when the Supreme Court, 2018 or 2019? 2018, when the Supreme Court decided that Nevada cannot be the only state where people can bet. They were restricted betting for like 20 something years. Only in Nevada you can bet. And then all of a sudden the Supreme Court in 2018 said, oh, all the state or whatever can do that. And I was like, because when I first came to this country and I was around people who watch American football, they were betting a lot. Oh, Testaverde. I bet on Testaverde, and he messed me up. I lost 20 grand. I'm like, what? You betting on games? And he's like, yeah, we bet on games. I'm like, is it legal? He's like, no, it's not legal, but we know they don't know. I was like, people were betting on games before, on gambling. People had bookies everywhere. It was not only in Texas. Okay, it was not only in Texas. Okay, people were gambling in sports forever. Big Rose. A lot of people were gambling in sports before. People had poker games. Players play cards and bet. Poker games were being done. I remember when I was like 15, 14, and I was reading articles where I was reading athletes all over the world were gambling. This is nothing. They just uncovered the thing in 2018. And then now, all of a sudden, you see bets everywhere. I see ESPN has sports bets now. There's FanDuel. There's, what is it called? FanDuel. There's, man, I don't know their names. FanDuel, Price Picks. I'm watching a game. I remember I was watching a game the other night. And then this guy is yelling at Jimmy Butler, hey, shut the bar. I want to make. And then Jimmy Butler says, shut up. I don't care about your parlays. People watching the game, they don't care about basketball. They care about parlays. They don't care about football. They care about parlays. That's why football was more popular, because you could gamble more in football than basketball. Now, every sport has the stupid parlays. Female and men and male. A lot of people, they don't even watch the game, or they open the game to watch. Hey, I saw somebody complain, why is not just Steph Curry not scoring 20 points? I bet on him to score more than 20 points. Steph Curry had 16 points. So Guess what? Those sports, they want gamblers. You know how much money those betting companies are paying the NBA? Do you know how much money those betting companies are paying the NFL? There's no way we're gonna stop gambling. They're making so much money now. And a lot of people now are not working. Amazon firing people, fellow workers not working. They're gonna gamble right now. So Billups getting arrested was surprising to me, but I'm not really surprised. David Jones telling people, hey, LeBron is not playing today. He's not going to play against Milwaukee. So bet on Milwaukee. I bet you a lot of great players had their friends. Do you truly believe Shohei Ohtani? Let me start, man. Do you truly believe Shohei Ohtani and his translator? That's where I'm going to stop. I don't want somebody to sue me in Japanese. Great players had friends gamble. They said, hey, I'm not going to score like 30. Bet on that. Trust me, they're probably still doing that. Okay? Probably still doing that. So gambling is not going away. Gambling is not going away. Okay? And I was reading this article in preparing the topic tonight because I didn't really have time to whatever. But since the Supreme Court accepted or lift the restriction against in favor of sports betting, there were a lot of people, a lot of athletes getting arrested or suspended. 2018, the restriction, no prohibition on sport betting. 2019, NFL suspend Josh Shaw indefinitely. Why? Because he bet openly on a sports book in Las Vegas. 2020, university and other places are starting to sign with betting sponsorship with betting places. University of Colorado started in 2020. 2021, Capital One Arena in Washington becomes the first professional sport arena in the U.S. with a fully operational sports book. Soccer player in 21 suspended because of betting. 2022, NFL player Calvin Ridley suspended. 2 players. 2023, UFC gambling. You don't think in fighting, in boxing, and martial arts, some of those fighters or boxers are not jumping, are not throwing themselves out and getting paid? I've seen that since I was a kid. Come on. 5 NFL players in 2023 suspended for gambling. 5. In 2023, a baseball coach was fired for bets. 2023, another 4 players gambled. Oh my God. NHL player in 2023 suspended for 41 games, whatever. Golf players suspended. Come on. 2024 betting in college, LSU, Temple, Ohtani, 2024, interpreter, never mind. Raptors, Jonty Porter, banned for life. A bunch of people betting. Betting is not going away. The fans don't want betting to go away. They're betting right now while I'm talking to you. Price picks, parlays, I shows, whatever. This player is supposed to get me some money. Terry Rozier is in trouble. They've been investigating him while in the Hornets. Terry Rozier is in trouble. And if you owe money and you're gambling, man, you're in trouble. You know? I've seen so many people come out and defend Billups. I'm seeing a lot about it. I mean, the Miami said, oh, we care about Rozier. Yeah, right. They're trying to trade Rozier for years. Nobody wants him because they knew what was going on. Miami, man, I don't know why they're doing it for him. Damian Jones. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna say more because they sue me and whatever. But I don't know why there's only 3 people being mentioned. What about the others? Maybe I need to read the report. So I think that's a good distraction too for the FBI. Look at this. Frauds, gambling, Billups put camera under the cable and reading cards. Rozier, fraud. Raya, fraud. Damian Jones, bet games of LeBron James. But nobody's looking at Epstein or all the other BS going on. Right? So, okay. I'm just going to stay in sports. That's what I'm gonna say to that because I don't want to say anything to compromise myself or this channel. NFL was very interesting this last weekend. By the way, allegedly to all those the other things. I don't know. Allegedly. So don't come after me and say, hey, Bruce said that. Allegedly. I don't know anything. NFL was very interesting. I watched the Chiefs and Washington. I thought Washington was gonna put some kind of challenge because they were better and their defense was better. And then I was surprised that the Chiefs, maybe the Chiefs got better. Even though Mahomes threw like 2 picks, the Chiefs were sensational. Chris Jones, he's gonna go to the Hall of Fame, man. He is a Pro Bowler already. And Galactus, Omenihu, and McDermott, they they did so well. So should be interesting when the Chiefs play at the Bills on Sunday. They're gonna play the Bills, so it's gonna be an interesting matchup. Commanders. Jaden Daniels didn't play. Mariota, yeah. No wonder you're not a starter anymore. You were the Raiders, Atlanta, now backup Commanders. Yeah. Not bad loss, but you're playing the Seahawks. Seahawks have been good this season. So Chiefs beat Washington 28-7. Green Bay, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was winning the game. Aaron Rodgers played decent. He played decent, but that's not the same Aaron Rodgers. You think he's old. Hey, you need to retire after this season. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I don't think Aaron Rodgers is the reason they lost. I think the Steelers defense is young and they're not experienced yet. So Jordan Love really carved the Steelers defense. I don't think Jordan Love is bad, but I don't think he's that great. I think the Steelers defense was terrible. Well, not terrible, like inexperienced. So Green Bay game and offensive line was not protecting Aaron Rodgers really well. And when I watch Jordan Love, it's like Aaron Rodgers when Aaron Rodgers was young. So, but I think Packers have some issues, man. I don't know if they can beat the Lions. Steelers playing the Colts. Colts, it's gonna be interesting. Colts are very good this season. Packers playing the Panthers. Well, they're gonna crush the Panthers. Denver, Dallas. Dallas defense is horrible. Horrible. Dallas defense is horrible. The offense is good. Dak Prescott is playing well. But I don't think they're gonna go anywhere because their defense is horrible. And they don't want to admit it, but they miss Micah. The defense could be horrible still, but it will not be this star. Sorry about all the coffee. Denver has a great defense. I don't think it's the Denver defense when Peyton Manning was there that won the Super Bowl, but it's close. Bo Nix is doing enough for the team to win. So Denver is gonna be Denver and Chiefs in the FC West gonna be interesting. Colts means Jonathan Taylor. I think is a candidate for the MVP. He made Daniel Jones look better. They play in Tennessee. Tennessee is horrible. Cam Ward, I don't know if it was the first pick, but maybe Tennessee is just horrible. Colts, they play in the Steelers. Like I said earlier, at Steelers, they can still win. Steelers defenses. Titans, Chargers. I don't think Titans can beat the Chargers. But Chargers had some bad losses. They lost to the Giants in the first game of Dart. So, I don't know. We'll see. Tampa Bay, New Orleans. Orleans are horrible. They finally benched the quarterback. Now there's going to be a new quarterback. Tyler Show is horrible. Spencer Rattler is not the answer. Kellen Moore needs to do something. They should have drafted Shedeur, but oh well. Buccaneers, Patriots. Patriots are better. Buccaneers playing Patriots. People saying Baker Mayfield is a candidate of the MVP. I mean, he could be. But because they lost the wide receiver, Evans, I don't think they're going to win. Baltimore, that was a good win for them. They beat Chicago. Chicago was winning a lot of games. Couple good games they won lately. And I was surprised that they won the game without Lamar. That's crazy. Tyler Huntley? Wow. And Lamar is supposed to come back, and they're going to play at the Dolphins. Dolphins are horrible. They won last week, but I don't know if they can beat the Ravens if Lamar is back. But the Ravens defense is not that good. I'm sorry. Bears, they're middle of the pack. 1 week they're good, 1 week they're not good. Their offense is They play the Bengals, so I think they have a chance against the Bengals if Joe Flacco could be the quarterback. So we'll see. Dolphins, like I just mentioned, they're horrible. They beat Atlanta. Atlanta is awful. Phoenix is terrible. They have to come back to Kirk Cousins, and they still lost 34-10 Atlanta. So Miami against the Ravens should be interesting. I don't think Miami is going to beat the Ravens. Falcons, it's over already. They playing the Falcons. They played the Patriots. Yeah, they have no chance to beat the Patriots. Jets. I don't know how the Jets beat the Bengals. Bengals were winning all day, and then Justin Field showed the owner because Woody Johnson said everything is good. He said Justin Field was horrible, but Justin Field stepped up, and Aaron Glenn finally got his first win. I think the Jets, Jets, Jets. I was a Jets fan when they had Winterbat, Testaverde, Curtis Martin. Ooh, I was a Jets fan. Winterbat and Keyshawn Johnson played for. I think Keyshawn Johnson played. But I remember Winterbat 80, Curtis Martin 28, and Testaverde. That was my team. And then Paddington, yeah. They're horrible team. Brice Hall didn't play. Brice Hall played. What's the wide receiver? Oh my God, the number one wide receiver for the Jets. He didn't play, but they still won. Hey, Jets needs to trade them. They need to get rid. They need to get ready for the draft. They're not gonna win anything. They're horrible. They playing the Browns. Ooh, Browns defense is good, but the offense is horrible. Jalen Gabriel, Bengals, yeah. They missed Jobber. They have everything, but they missed Jobber. I was surprised that Houston beat San Francisco, but with all the injuries that San Francisco 49ers had, because they don't have Warner, Bosa. I don't think Purdy played. I think Matt Jones was the quarterback. And Texans beat them up. I was surprised. Houston playing the Broncos. I don't think Houston can beat the Broncos. I don't know what's wrong with CJ Stroud. I don't know. The offensive line is still horrible. 49ers, I think Purdy is going to play next game. But they're playing the Giants at MetLife Stadium. The MetLife Stadium field is horrible. So I think Niners has a chance to win, but their defense missed Warner and Bosa. So should be interesting. Almost done. Cleveland, New England. Cleveland won. Patriots won. Cleveland quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. Shador is there, but they're not gonna play him. Eagles, Giants. I don't think Shaquan is healthy. Eagles is not as good as last season. They won, but they're not as good as last season. They're playing the Packers. Packers should be interesting on November 10th. Giants, 49ers, like I said. Ooh, Buffalo playing the Chiefs. Ooh, should be interesting. Cannot wait. Chiefs have been beating Buffalo. I think they beat Buffalo in the playoff. I don't know. Carolina 9. Carolina had some good games and they lost because I think Young got hurt and the guy Dalton was not very good. Chargers beat Minnesota. Ooh, Minnesota had good defense. I don't know why they missed the other quarterback. They missed on Sam Darnold. They let him go to the Seahawks. They have defense, but they have a quarterback. JJ McCarthy, he needs to come back soon. Chargers playing the Titans. That should be an easy one. Vikings playing at the Lions. Lions are very good. I don't know if the Vikings gonna win. But that was all for tonight. We talk about Wembanyama. I think Wembanyama could be the new face of the NBA. But Steph Curry and LeBron has to retire for him, and Wembanyama has to meet those requirements that I stated, including spectacle, awards, championships. Gambling. I think gambling has existed before in sports. It's still done. It's done more now illegally than illegally. But because I remember as a kid when I came to visit the United States, and people were gambling on the Jets, on Testaverde, on Wicherbad, on Curtis Martin. Because that was my team. I used to watch the Jets and the Dolphins when they had Marino and what is it called? What's the guy after him? Jay something. Oh my God, I forgot his name. Jay. Ooh, man. I remember Sam Madison, Patrick Surtain. They were the quarterback. I remember, what's the quarterback name? Jay something. So thank you for watching. Check me out. Check the show out. I'm checking out every Wednesday. The Bucks out tomorrow, as you see on the screen, at 8 p.m. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Share. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Mr. John Thomas, for being here. See you guys later. Peace.
Armchairing with Bruce Maro on the One Podcast Network.